Good Thursday evening. Welcome to BCP Live. Glad you're along for the ride tonight. And I was checking my internet signal one last time to make sure that, well, I hope everything is going well tonight. We had a few issues last night, but anyway, be that as it may, I'm glad that you are here. Bryan, I see your name coming up already, so I appreciate getting to see you tonight. God bless you, man, wherever you happen to be, if you're in Bryan County or if you are, maybe somewhere else tonight. Mark Montgomery. My goodness, my friend, it's good to see your name come up as well. God bless you, man. Always good to get to see you tonight. Don is in the building, the Don Hyde. And by the way, just in case you don't know, I think the Ohio State University got its moniker from the Don Hyde. So, no confusions there. Teresa, glad to see you tonight as well. God bless you. Good evening. Glad you all are on board. And let's see, Jamie, Carrie, Gosnell, Jace, and wow, lots more folks just moved back in the area. Becca just moved back in the area. Well, I appreciate you stopping by BCP Live tonight. Look, we have a few things to talk about really quickly, and I guess I could get right into it because I'm going to go to, Dottie Levi. I see her name popping up now. I'm going to go to Dottie Levi's Facebook page because I don't think I've shared things properly. I have not been on social media for now 3 days, and that's actually not right, but I'll explain to you what the whole thing about the social media is a little bit later on. And I laughed about this last night because I said, it's probably not going to be a long show. Well, with the internet issues and everything else last night, what did we go, like 45 minutes? So I'm not going to say anything else about this show. Foo! Always good to see you, Foo. So, and Jay says the babies are asleep. So, all right. Well, the grandbabies came over to Granddaddy's house today. And I have to tell you that, Mrs. Patriot took care of the grandbabies a lot more than I did. It's okay. They had fun. Let's get right into it, okay? We're going to talk about some things that are going on in the area today. Sports. I'd love to talk about sports. I will mention sports very briefly here in a moment, too. But here we go. Why does that keep showing up small? There we are. Okay, if you can read this, great. I'm actually very impressed if you can read this. But if you cannot, let me read it to you. From Dottie Levi's Facebook page. She's with Jack Levi. And somebody has already told me today, don't be like Jack. Just saying. I'm just saying. Anyway, do you have lunch plans? June 1st through 7th, and we are right here in the big middle. We are smack dab in the middle of June 1st through 7th. We're here on the 4th, and Asian Gourmet will be donating $5 from every order over $30 to the families of the young men our community lost last week. We will also have a special fundraiser for these 4 families Saturday, June 6th from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Okay, let's stop there really quickly, and let's go back and just for a moment talk about that first part there. It's going on all week long. So for the meals that they're talking about, it started 3 days ago, going on through Sunday, through the 7th. If you order one of these meals that's $30 or more, $5 of that's going to go to these families. But Saturday is something special. So let's go back then and check it out again, read the rest of this. Saturday, which is 2 days from now, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., the fundraiser meals, the picture below, which we'll scroll down to that. We are normally closed on Saturday, but this Saturday, we will be featuring curbside takeout of the Lion Special. For $15, you get half order of General Tso's chicken or sesame chicken and a half order of chicken lo mein. Okay? You also get sides of chicken fried rice and an egg roll. All those things, by the way, are incredibly good. I don't think I've had the chicken lo mein. I've had the other two. They're incredibly good. Fried rice is great. Egg roll is great. All $15 from every order, which means 100% will go to First United account set up for the 4 families. This is the one that's already been set up. And by the way, you can go to every First United location and donate. If you're down in Dallas and you just all of a sudden, or you're somewhere in Texas and you're like, hey, I want to donate, find your local First United. If you're up in the Oklahoma City area, hey, find your local First United. And you can go donate. So this will be the only food served Saturday. So they have a limited menu on Saturday. There it is. It's right there. This is on Dottie Levi's Facebook page, and I know it's some other places too, and I think we shared it. I just wanted to go to Dottie's page, because. Anyway, this will be the only food served Saturday. Call 580-924-6688 to place the regular to-go orders or to pre-order for Saturday, and you can do that. So that's cool. Please share with friends in the community, and there's your picture right there. So you get an opportunity to get some really good food from Asian Gourmet. And the folks at Asian Gourmet have done a fantastic job, I think, throughout all of this whole, shutdown. It's not a lockdown. It's shut down. It's whatever it happens to be. We've already determined for Bryan County, it wasn't a lockdown. I know people were panicking on March 25th and March 26th. It was never a lockdown. Let me repeat, it was never a lockdown. It was a shutdown, and we're now in phase 3 in the state of Oklahoma anyway. So I'd like to say that stuff is in the rearview mirror. Not going to address that, by the way, tonight. Lots of other things to hit tonight. So we're really focusing on local events with tonight's BCP Live. Really focusing on local events with tonight's BCP Live. Andrew in the building. Tammy, it is so cool. Always get to see your name. Shelly as well. Man, what a blessing. Debbie, if you're still watching, thank you. Michelle Campbell joined. And a few other people. I'm checking out the, well, it's the truth, Carrie. It is absolutely the truth. Let me check and see here. I'm trying to see. Did I miss any? Jeannie, man, I was thinking about you the other day, and I'm hoping, if you're still watching, by the way, I'm hoping to get to hear good word. Maybe, if grandkids are playing baseball or softball, please let me know. Would love to talk about that sometime and get to visit with you. This, by the way, from Dottie, whose Facebook page we've been on already tonight. It's hazardous to your health to be like Jack. So don't be like Jack. I'm kidding. Jack's a fantastic guy. I like Jack a lot. I don't think I could be like Jack, though. Here we go. Carrie's liking the vegetables. I don't know if I can pronounce that. Chow mein. Did I pronounce that right? Chow mein? Huh? Chow mein fun? I'm not even going to try. Oh, well. Anyway, all of that stuff is very, very good. Jeannie, thank you. Keep me updated because I'm really interested, and I definitely want to we want to promote the sports too. Brian's already talked about sports tonight. We want to promote some sports, and I hope for your family that people are playing baseball and softball tonight because we need to be back doing that. We definitely need to be doing that some more. So, Dottie, let me throw this one up there really quickly because I love saying throw this up. Wu is a huge community supporter because we've all supported him. And this is another fantastic person in the community that is he's a great guy. And the family, it's great family. And during the shutdown, see, I lost my train of thought there for just a moment. I'll pause just really quickly to say I was informed by Mrs. Patriot tonight that I needed to actually finish thoughts and complete sentences. Could be a really short show if we're limited to just that tonight. But anyway, all right. Did pronounce it correctly. That's fine. Okay. Through the shutdown, Asian Gourmet was involved with the folks with Texoma Pandemic Partners, Mike Davis, and a lot of folks that were helping out, getting meals to people who could not get out and get the meals themselves. And I know it's been a while since we've talked about this, but this needs to be brought up again. We need to focus on this one more time because they did a lot. And the folks at Texoma Pandemic Partners, they did a lot, and absolutely a lot. So definitely you want to, we want to promote this. We want to support this. And man, I don't know that we want to put a limit or a goal. I don't know what their goals are or not, but let's do everything we can. This is 7 hours worth of opportunity from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. and you can pre-order meals. And I found out the hard way that I waited a little bit too long. I know it sounded like I was fussing about this the other night. I was not fussing, but I really like Roma lasagna. And I like the spaghetti too, but I like the lasagna. I'm just digging the lasagna. And I called too late. All the lasagna orders had been, taken up. There was nothing left for me. By the way, did you notice there was nothing left for anybody at Roma on Tuesday? They had to shut down the store because they had literally, and I know how to use this word, by the way. There are lots of folks that may not know how to use this word. I do know how to use this word. They literally gave everything away. Have you ever given everything away before? I don't know that I'm obviously I've never given everything away in my house. If you see my house, there's lots of stuff everywhere. But I've been at church before, a time or two where I felt like I needed to give everything in my wallet. And of course, the funny thing about that, when I felt that way, there really wasn't that much in the wallet anyway. But I really did give everything I had. These guys gave away everything. There was no food on Tuesday to open Roma. I had to wait till a truck came in to replenish. And you know what we need to do now? We need to go eat there again and bless those guys one more time. One more time. So, well, more than once, but you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so let's do this on Saturday. Let's not forget there's lots of opportunity on Saturday to give once again and to be a blessing. So let's do it. Folks are so amazed in our community with what is happening. We are showing ourselves to be a fantastic community, and I commend you, for what that's worth. I commend you. I appreciate you, and I know that some of you all are giving in ways that nobody knows but you and God. And God bless you in that. Seriously, that's really cool. Jennifer, we made up Alfredo lasagna because we ran out of sauce. Okay, well there you go. You got you do what you do. Jennifer, by the way, you did a great job on the interviews Monday night. You were fantastic. You did really well, and I appreciated that. So I know we'll sit you in a chair next to Brooke again the next time, but you did really well, and everybody did so well. Everybody did so well. Was there anything about, and Don may know this, I don't know if the Don Hyde is still watching or not. I think he makes an appearance and then he goes and saves the world somewhere. Don may know if there were things that didn't go right. I think somebody complained about the line on Main Street being too long. Are you kidding me? And it was really interesting. And I don't know if I had mentioned this or not. I drove to Roma on Evergreen when I was coming into to where the restaurant was, and I drove into Roma on Evergreen just because I enjoy driving on Evergreen. No big deal. I didn't think a thing about it. Didn't think at all a thing about it. Totally missed the line. So when I get there and I'm setting things up and getting ready to do the show, and people are saying, well, the line's down to 9th. Really? Are you? And I went and looked, and oh my goodness. And by the time the show started, the lines to the post office. Really? So in essence, has there ever been a longer, I would dare say in Bryan County, there's never been a longer drive-through window lane than going literally from First Avenue to the post office. So, Lindsay, thanks for joining tonight. Barry, glad you're in the building too. Dee Dee and Linda, appreciate seeing you guys too. Diana, Jennifer is awesome, and she did, she did a fantastic job. All right, let me see here. There are a lot of great folks who are advertisers and sponsors on BryanCountyPatriot.com. I want to read just a few of them because I definitely want to say thank you to all the sponsors for the Bryan County Patriot. I know BCP Live is a different outlet, and this is not something that they necessarily bought into. I just want to say thanks. So to the folks at Alliance Health Durant, Bushwhackers, Corner Drug, facelift happening over there on Main Street in the mall in which Corner Drug's at, and Workout Anytime is there. It's starting to look really, really nice out there. Heartbeat Realty, got to visit with Angie today, so I appreciate Heartbeat Realty. KFC, they are going to be having some new coupons coming up. They are going to be having some new coupons. There are some deals that are going to be at KFC, so be looking for that. Shamrock Bank, as well as Taco Mayo. Jason Menace was in the house last night, Shamrock Bank. Waffle Shop, you can dine in at Waffle Shop now. Alliance Mortgage Group, Castile's Tires, DW in Calera, Friends of the Library, Holmes Coffee Murray, Funeral Home, Kaimichi Technology Center, Modern Abstract. Shout out to Grant there at Modern. Shelburne Heating and Air. We need to get Jeff on here to visit sometime. We really do. We need to visit with Jeff. Texoma Engraving, and Woodman Life. All right, couple things really quickly. One, I spent time visiting with Susan today. There has been some talk about some BCP Live swag, and it is going to happen. So we're working out the details on this. If you'd like a BCP Live shirt or maybe even a mug, then we're going to do that. And it would be something cool. I think this is neat. Some of you all have talked about this. I've always thought it would be something really cool to have and to do. So if you are interested in a BCP Live shirt, we are going to be doing some t-shirts. And will they fit like this one is fitting and Dawn hasn't made fun of yet? I don't know. I can't say. It's all right. We'll do that. But Linda likes the t-shirt with the lion on it, all the boys' names. You can find that at Texoma Engraving. They're the folks who did this one as well. So a shout out to Kevin and to Susan. And Kevin, if you're watching tonight, man, thank you. Just want to give a shout out to you for that. Also, it's funny too. Angie has a new office. Heartbeat Realty has a new office, and it's on University Boulevard. And I thought it was funny today because I stopped by and visited for just a moment, was checking in, and I left, and I turned left onto University. And this is how I know we're not exactly back up to 100% yet, okay? I was able to turn left onto University Boulevard with no interference. That never happens. Okay, trying to turn left onto University Boulevard from any direction or trying to turn left off of University Boulevard is just, it's crazy. It's just, especially like during school time, from like 7:30 to 10, and then again from 2 o'clock to 4:30. It's just asinine to try to even think about doing it. I had no problems turning left onto University Boulevard today, which means we're not back up to 100% yet. We need to get there. So, all right. Jack needs a BCP Live shirt. He really does. I can tell you, he needs a BCP Live shirt. He's the ambassador for BCP Live. No, Mrs. Patriot, I'm telling you, I turned left onto University. It really happened. And not only that, I just did it. I didn't have to, look both ways 17 times trying to gauge if I can squeeze in between, no, I just did it. Probably need video proof. I don't know. All right. Those are our advertisers. We have some great advertisers on the Bryan County Patriot, and I'm so thankful for all of you for stopping by. Riley, God bless you. Wow. We're blessed tonight. Janice in the house tonight as well. We are absolutely, absolutely blessed. Go live on the phone while turning left. I don't know. I don't think we're ready for that just yet. All right, let's take then Dottie's Facebook page off. I didn't ask Dottie's permission for that, so I hope we have it anyway. All right, let's put something else, because I said we were going to talk about upcoming events, and we need to do this because there's a lot going on. So let's get this page up. First, we're going to go to the Durant Main Street page. Okay. And on the Durant Main Street page, can you see that right there? Okay, there are some big things coming up. So let's hit those big three really quickly. Farmers Market is open on Saturdays, 8 a.m. to noon. Check it out. We should support our local, more than just farmers. Lots of businesses out there. So that is Saturday. It's 2 days from now. Get up early on a Saturday and go check out the Farmers Market. Dancing with the Stars, we know this has been postponed and it's been rescheduled for August 29th. We will talk about this a lot more in the future. And then, of course, Magnolia Festival, we will talk about that a lot more in the future. It's been postponed till November. So there you go. Now, let's look down. Here's the one we want to get to. First Friday. First Friday is tomorrow. First Friday in June is tomorrow. Now, this means a lot of folks and a lot of businesses in downtown Durant are staying open later on Friday. Their businesses are going to run, till 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Stop by the businesses. But also, the Magnolia Mile Art Alley grand opening is taking place tomorrow, 5 to 8 p.m., and I'll go ahead and read this to you. Visit the Magnolia Mile Art Alley. Murals created by talented local artists. Vote for your favorite, and the artist with the most votes will receive a $1,000 prize for best mural at the end of the night. live music, awesome deals, sweet treats, good eats, and later shopping hours. Okay, so this is First Friday. Once again, this happens regularly, and hey, it's tomorrow. So now we need to be thinking about it. So if you weren't thinking about First Friday already, because sometimes I miss it, sometimes I'm not thinking about it. I'm thinking about it right now. First Friday is tomorrow, and vote for the mural of your choice. And that Magnolia Mile, it is at the corner of Second. Excuse me. Let me hold the marker at the corner of Second Evergreen. Magnolia Mile is just by the. I'm not saying this right. It's right there on Main Street. Right there on Main Street. Did I get that right? It's right there on Main Street, just north on Main Street. So that is happening as well. Yes, Jason, we got to mention the bank. Man, they're a great sponsor. Absolutely a fantastic sponsor. We appreciate that. Okay. Where are we? Jenna McWilliams is in the house. Jenna Page, soon to be very famous Jenna Page. If you don't know her already, you need to know her. She's, it's like Don Hyde says, she's kind of a big deal. All right, so that's what's going on from the Durant Main Street page. Now, let's talk about some other things that are happening here. Talked about First Friday. I have my documentation from Katie Quinn from the Durant Chamber of Commerce. Chamber Coffee Network is every Wednesday. This month it's going to be at Jimmy's Egg. If you are a member of the Chamber of Commerce and you don't go to the Chamber Coffee Network, you're missing out. You're really missing out. Absolutely fantastic networking going on there. Becky, I will get to that here in just a moment. It's a little bit later on the month, so I'm going to read down to get to that. Yes, between 3rd and 4th Street. I knew that. I just acted like I didn't know that. Just kidding. I wasn't thinking. Alleyway by Kraft Pies, is that right? Between 3rd and 4th on the north side of Main. I had it on the north side of Main. I got that right. All right. So if you are not going to Chamber Coffee Network, you need to. You really need to. So there's that. Okay, tomorrow, the Chamber Clean Out Sale, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. This is tomorrow. If you haven't ever been to the Durant Area Chamber of Commerce, it is at 215 North 4th. Okay, Chamber's cleaned out its office, and you can come by for some decoration items like that. Give them a call, 580-924-0848. That's the Chamber Clean Out Sale. We talked about First Friday. Summer Music Series is going on downtown Durant's Pocket Park on 2nd Street. And that is 8 to 9:30 p.m. So that is going on as well. That's tomorrow. So after First Friday stuff's going on, then you can check out the local musicians. That's pretty cool. Oklahoma singers and songwriters in downtown Durant. Okay, this one is actually pretty cool. Now check this out. And I'm not sure I'm pronouncing the name right, so bear with me on this, because even though I'm a play-by-play guy and a color analyst for sports, and you should always learn the pronunciations on the roster before you get on the air, I didn't, and I've thought about this more than one time today, and I still didn't get it done. So if I botch this name, I'm hoping nobody gets mad at me. I don't know if you've ever botched someone's name doing a sports broadcast, and you get that nice little email from someone's mom or the sports information director or the president of the university. Yes, I've had that happen before. Hey, you didn't pronounce this person's name right. So, on June 10th, which is Wednesday, 10:30 a.m., Elara Caring, and that is at 1028 Criswell Boulevard. It's a ribbon cutting, okay? So why is this important? Well, first off, it's very important to the folks at Elara Caring. Secondly, it's important because it means we're getting back. We're having ribbon cuttings now. We're back out. We're talking to people. We're interacting. This is fantastic. This is what we need to do. We need to be interacting. We need to be gathering socially. Okay? I will be so happy when the phrase social distancing is a thing of the past. Not that we don't need to be wise still. Hey, we'll still talk about that at the end of this broadcast. But anyway, just saying. We need these ribbon cuttings. So another ribbon cutting, June 10th. Becca and Mike, glad to see you guys tonight. Stacy, glad you're on board tonight as well. Yeah, sometimes I ask for pronunciation and they don't get back to me. That's not my fault. If I blew it and you didn't get the information back to me, that's not my fault. All right, how about this? REI Women's the Women's Business Center, which, by the way, my cousin Marla Herndon works there. QuickBooks online lesson on June 10th. So check this out. Register at reiwbc.org, reiwbc.org, and you can learn about QuickBooks, just an hour-long online class about QuickBooks. So that's happening. Did you know we were doing all these things in Durant, in Calera, in Caddo, in Bryan County? We have a lot going on. All right. Another ribbon cutting. This one's pretty cool. June 25th, ribbon cutting for Pro Image Sports. And I'm going to bring my little prop up here. I stopped by Pro Image Sports today. There we go. I'm trying to get the glare out of it. Check this out. Isn't this cool? Little lanyard. I needed a new lanyard. And you guys know that this is the lanyard of choice. Now, I thought about getting the Seattle Seahawks lanyard also, but this is really cool. I got this at Pro Image, and there's going to be a ribbon cutting on June 25th, which is a little bit later on the month. They're at 1205 North Washington in Durant. A sports memorabilia and sports, gear like professional and college sports and all this stuff, and they're even doing some local things. I saw some stuff for Durant Lions in there. They already have some things going on there. This is cool. We need to support the daylights out of this. And yes, I'm talking about this as a sports person. So yes, and I talk about all your businesses the same. We need to support all the businesses. We do, but this one's kind of cool. So I thought that was neat. All right, let's see. One more thing before we get to have a graphic. June 30th, final day of June is the primary for the sheriff's election. Now, here's why this is important, okay? 3 candidates that are running for Bryan County Sheriff. All 3 candidates are running in or with or through or the Republican Party. They're on the Republican ticket. Now, bear with me for a moment, because if you want to vote for sheriff, I don't know, it probably is too late at this point in time. I know we talked about this back in April, but if you want to vote for sheriff, it's the Republican primary, because nobody's running on the Democratic ticket. So that's your sheriff's election right there. This used to happen in Durant all the time, except back in the 70s and 80s and even 90s, it was the reverse. Everyone ran on the Democrat ticket, and so if you didn't vote in the primary, you were out of it. So, that's the case now. The primary is the election. So that's June 30th. The sheriff's election is going to be June 30th. And if there needs to be a runoff, then that'll happen in August, I believe. But you need to pray and you need to vote. And I encourage you strongly to do both. You need to pray and you need to vote. Research, but pray and then vote and make your vote count. Brian, I didn't see one single Arkansas Razorback thing in the store, and I'll tell you why. Wasn't looking for anything Arkansas Razorbacks. They may have had it. I have no idea. I just wasn't looking. So there we go. All right, pistols firing. Whoo! Hashtag pistols firing. Jeannie, it's all right to yell boomer. We're all about OU here too. Just, we're all about OU. Sorry, I just a little parched there. Need to get a drink. Okay. You have till tomorrow to register to vote. Okay, here and Linda, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Now, I knew that. Here's the thing, though. Can you switch parties? I don't think you can. Is there still time to switch parties if you wanted to vote in this election? If you were registered as a Democrat or an independent and you wanted to register as a Republican, is there still time on that? Well, I wish I knew that. A little late in the game to come to that decision, huh? Anyway, all right. But you do still have time to register. If you're not registered at all, man, if you're not registered at all, you need to be registered. Dottie says, Kai's registered. First election in which she's going to be old enough to vote and not just watch. That is cool. All right. That is cool. Nope, can't switch. It's too late. That's what I thought. And I thought we had this discussion here on BCP Live back in April. So, all right. But you can still register. If you're not registered yet, you can still register. There we go. Things you need to know. Things you need to know. But that is the big deal. All right. Let me drop a little graphic here. There we go. How about that? How about that? The Durant Riding Club Pro Rodeo. Durant Riding Club Pro Rodeo is June 19th and June 20th. Let me say that again. The Durant Riding Club Pro Rodeo is June 19th and June 20th. We need to support the Durant Riding Club Pro Rodeo. Lots of people are coming to town. And we have lots of people that come to town anyway for the rodeo. I mean, seriously, it is a big deal. I use that phrase a lot with Don Hyde, when he's around. But it is a big deal. However, this is one of the first rodeos that's opening back up. There are a lot of rodeos that are in the early part of the season that have been canceled, or even rodeos that are set for after this that have been canceled already in other parts of the country. This can be a really big deal, and we need to support this as a county and as a community. So be sure to go both nights, June 19th and June 20th. I just wanted to promote the Durant Riding Club Pro Rodeo for that. We definitely want to do that. All right. Where am I here? We've gone through all of those things. Okay. Well, that's good. You know what's going on in June. We definitely know what's going on tomorrow night, which is First Friday. So I will, I'll tell you one thing from Scripture, and then I'm going to show you the best thing I learned today. Okay? I'll show you the best thing I learned today. Jeannie, got to go. That's fine. I'm almost out. Stop by later and find out what the best thing I learned today was. Check out the end of the broadcast. That's fine. God bless you. Okay. Anybody still missing anybody there? All right. Here we go. Proverbs 22. Checking out Proverbs 22 today, and I thought this was really cool. And I don't have that listed on. I've got it on my other monitor. That's all right. I'll read it to you. The first and last verse of Proverbs 22. The first verse is this: a good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, and loving favor rather than silver and gold. It is better to have a good name than to be rich. How many times have we been talking about social media? And I'm telling you, people are ready to cancel you if you say the wrong thing, if you put the wrong thing on Facebook, if you tweet the wrong thing. People are coming after you, okay? And they want to downplay your name. Now, that's all entirely separate from what I'm talking about. We ought to live as people that, man, when somebody says your name, people go, that's a good guy. That's a good woman. That's a good person. That person, man, he, she, they get it done. So we ought to be people who strive to have a good name. And I believe that what we are doing in this community right now, in the midst of not a lockdown, but a shutdown, in the midst of the tragedy that we've dealt with in the past week, I believe we are showing ourselves as a county, as a community, as members in particular, to be people of good name. And the last part, that's the first verse of chapter 22 of Proverbs. The last verse says this: do you see a man who's diligent in his business? He shall stand before kings. He shall not stand before mean men. Not mean like bad, mean men, but like average men, or men of low demeanor. In other words, be diligent in what you do. Whatever you do in business, do it to the best of your ability. Do you see a man that's diligent in his business? And I believe we have a lot of folks here in Bryan County, in this community, that are diligent in their business, that work hard, that give effort every day, that want to do the best for people, that want to just give what they have to the people around them. We've seen it exemplified then with our local restaurants, like with Roma and Tony and Zim and all the volunteers that helped. We've seen it. We're seeing it again locally. Asian Gourmet. We're talking about Wu and his family and all the volunteers that are going to be helping there on Saturday. I believe we are a people that is garnering for itself this town, these towns in Bryan County, this community, people of good name. We are people who are not slothful in business. We're diligent in business. And we are a county that is growing, and good things are coming from it. So there you go. All right. Best thing I learned today, and I will wrap it up with this. Best thing I learned today. And it came from social media. And this is where I feel bad because it came from social media, but it did. Because as much as I've stayed off of, I just need a break from Facebook. I just needed a break from Twitter. I don't do Facebook as much as I do Twitter. I do Twitter more because of the sports. And so I pretty much even stayed away from local Facebook. Local, we talk about local social media around here, and, sometimes local social media, man, they're on the trail. So I've stayed away from that. But the thing is, I have to get on social media in order to post when I have a story on the Bryan County Patriot, on BryanCountyPatriot.com, because I'd love to say that, automatically people will come and read all my stories. And that doesn't happen that way. And it's not a bad thing, but it's definitely not like Field of Dreams. It's not like if you build it, he will come. It's not like if I write it, people will read. If I write it, then I post it on social media, then some people will read it. So I have to get on social media long enough to post that I have a story, whether it be on Facebook with the Patriot or Twitter with the sports sites. So I was on Twitter for this long today to post a couple of stories, and I saw a word that I have never seen before. And let me pause in this story long enough to say that's saying something. Okay. I really do have a decent vocabulary, and to see a word that I had never seen before, it caught my attention. And I thought, I don't think there's a better word for what we're seeing in the world around us right now. And here is that word. Ultra-crepidarianism. Ultra-crepidarianism. There you go. Let's say it together. Ultra-crepidarianism. And what does ultra-crepidarianism means? It's the habit of giving opinions and advice on matters outside of one's knowledge. Yes. Hang on. Hold on. Is there a word that better describes what we're seeing around us right now? Is there a word that better describes social media right now? Is there a word that better describes the national media right now? It may not be possible to come up with a word that is better than say it with me now. Ultra-crepidarianism. There's your word for the day. One more time. Let's read this together. It is the habit of giving opinions and advice on matters outside of one's knowledge. Ultra-crepidarianism. Absolutely. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Teresa, thank you. God bless you and yours. Thanks for stopping by tonight. Jeannie as well. Janice, gotta love that word. Got to love that word. Yes, Diana, it definitely describes the world in which we live right now. Hey, listen, I've had fun tonight. Look, don't forget about First Friday. This was what tonight's show was about. We need to be supporting our local events, and we have local events, and I didn't even hit them all. We have local events. We need to support our local events. Go Stop by, say hi, buy something if you can. If you can't, that's great. But if you can, buy something, support our local businesses. They're going to be open longer. They're going to be open longer tomorrow night. So we want to do that and check out the Magnolia Mile. Vote if you can. Stop by, say hi to someone. And look, even today, this is my first and last closing, if you're keeping track at home. I stopped by a business to say hi to a friend, and I do that regularly in town. I'll stop by a business, and I went by a number of businesses today, and one of them, he couldn't shake my hand because of the policies of the business. And I understand that, and I respect that. Okay? I don't want to get him in trouble just because I think I could shake somebody's hand. That's not the point. The point is we want to respect one another in what we have with which to deal. But that was something that was big to him. We had a great visit, and that's fine. If you get a chance the next time you get a chance to hug someone's neck, if it's okay with everybody and you're not going to get somebody in trouble, cherish those things. We have been too distant lately. We are being separated, and it's intentional, but we're being separated. We're being put at a distance, and we need one another. So love the people around you. Support the people around you. Let's promote our local businesses. Let's have a good First Friday here in Durant and Bryan County. And yes, Dottie, your dad was too. He was a journalist, a real journalist. I do my best to be a real journalist as well. I try to keep that on the printed side. This is just a lot of fun here when we do the live broadcast. So be wise. Be wise. We're going to wind up this week strong. Be wise. Use discretion, and do not walk in fear. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Do not walk in fear. If you're first time watching tonight, man, I appreciate you guys stopping by. God bless you. Shelly, thank you. Oh my goodness. Shelly, thank you for stopping by tonight as well. All you folks, you all are absolutely fantastic people. BCP Live shirts. We should have everything in order to get those done by next week, and we'll start taking orders and stuff. It's going to be fun. It'll be fun. We'll do it a good one. God bless you all. Appreciate you watching tonight. We'll do this again tomorrow night, okay? Yeah, one more time. One more time. Have a great night.